Okay, so let's talk about what it actually looks like to lead without perfection. Because I know after my last video, some of y'all thought, okay, this is great, but how do I let go of perfection when I still have high standards? And I get it. You still want to deliver excellence, right? You want your team to do amazing work. But here's the shift. Excellence is not control. So, I'm going to give you 3 tips for leading without falling into the perfection trap. The first one, define the what, not always the how, right? So, tell your team what a success actually look like for this thing instead of trying to control how they get that outcome done. They should be able to really figure out the how if you give them the outcome focused, right? You're not hiring robots, you're hiring leaders, you're building individuals. So you have to allow them to figure out the how because it kicks in their creative ideas. Also, within that, number 2, give them room for messy drafts, right? Stop expecting version 1 to be like version 5. Make space for people to learn, revise, grow. When they bring it to you, talk through it with them, right? Help them see, maybe what those key things are that you need the outcome to have, but they're not going to get it perfectly the first time. Allow room for revisions, for updates, and to be able to talk their ideas through with you without criticism, right? Be open to their ideas, be open to what they're bringing to the table. And then number 3 is check your need to just fix it, right? If you always tweak or redo their work, it's going to be easier for you to just do it, right? You are training your team to depend on you instead of lead for themselves. So I understand you can give feedback, you can give some ideas or suggestions if they're stuck, but let them come up with it and only tweak or even give them advice for things that they need to adjust, right? If there's spelling or corrections or things, right? Give them suggestions on how or tools they can use to fix that. Don't always be the one to fix it for them, okay? Let good enough be enough, right? Sometimes it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be good enough. And all right, I'm gonna give you a bonus tip. Celebrate effort, not just the outcomes. If your team is only recognized when things are flawless or perfect, they'll start hiding that messy middle from you, right? And when we acknowledge that there is a messy middle, right, and that's okay, that's where the growth happens. Letting go of perfection doesn't mean lowering your standards or lowering the bar. It means leading with clarity, with trust, and with patience. So if this gave you something to think about, please share it, tag a friend, drop your own tip in the comments, right? What else would you add or would you say? We are out here learning together. So remember, I'm Letitia Newby, I'm your compliance queen, and I am rooting for you on your leadership journey. Remember, it needs to be powerful, not just polished. All right, see you in the next one.